Hello and welcome. This is Darius Barazandeh, and it is Monday, and this is your energy forecast for Monday, June 5th to Sunday, June 11th. And it's a very interesting time because we have some big shifting energies as we move through the week. A lot of these weekly forecasts, we come in and we say, well, this is going to be kind of where the energy sits this week, and we're going to feel this build, and we're going to have maybe one shift this week. But this week we may actually have three big shifts that come in energetically that you'll feel. And so it's important to make note of this. I would write these down. I would also just be aware in your spiritual practice how each of these energies can affect things. And I'll be noting this on the daily sessions because we've got live all new sessions this week. So as you're listening in, I'll sort of guide people in with the intention circle and the questions with each call, so you'll understand and also be able to maximize this energy. And that's the reason, so your life can be smoother and easier, because it is a very tumultuous time. We've talked about this, that the summer is going to build generally a lot of energies where some of the things that for many of us in the spiritual space feel very heavy and feel draining, a lot of the polarity on the earth, a lot of the polarity around the globe that is transmitting into many times new ideas, but also many times conflict, controversy, and many times tears and openings in the system. That is going to be very strong as we move into the summer. So with respect to today, which is Monday, we're going to see something that is interesting. It's the moon in Scorpio, and what this can do. Scorpio is a very intense energy. So as we bring this into our field, and as we feel it being energetic beings, you may find that Monday you have a lot of intense feelings as you listen to this, where it's like all or nothing. You may have a restlessness. You may have this feeling like something wants to be birthed, something wants to come forward, but you're not really sure what. It may also be a time when that message coming forward that carried over from last week, as we had that Gemini energy, that may be the time. This may be the time to actually lay that to rest. It's a perfect time to take what you've been feeling and actually create a new practice around it, or make that phone call, or give that person forgiveness, or do that thing you've been meaning to do. For example, in my life, all last week, I was feeling the urge, hey, you know what? I've got to get back in the gym and go exercise. And I was feeling this and feeling heavy about it, feeling guilty about it. I also found myself sort of like doing things that were wrong, that I knew I shouldn't be doing per se, that weren't in alignment with what I was feeling. So I'd find myself like eating more junk food and doing stuff like this and thinking, I've got to go to the gym. I've got to go to the gym. I've got to, kind of set a new track for summer. And it just this feeling like my body wants a different rhythm. It's not right or wrong. It's not good if you go to the gym or bad per se. Right? It's just there's a rhythm that was birthing in me that I wanted to do something different. So today I got up extra early. I'm getting this done, and I'm going to go straight to the gym because that intense feeling that I've been carrying over from last week, now's the day, now's the time this week. Actually just let it birth into something new. And I know for each of you it could be something very different. For me, this is what it is. That's an example. Now, Tuesday's going to be neat because we have Venus energy coming in, and Venus is going to be into Taurus. So this Venus energy is going to be coming down into the earth and into our field. So it's going to be a very different energy. You're going to feel a little bit more openness, a little bit more positiveness, a little bit more of kind of a new feeling. A breath of fresh air, we might say, from a lot of that intense energy, particularly if on Monday you actually just do something a little different. Break the routine, guided by your heart that you need to do. You're going to feel really amazing Tuesday. And I'll share, we've got some big sessions coming up this week too, and I'm going to talk about that. But Tuesday, which when we talk about new love, new feeling, positive communication, openness, fresh air, we've got Jared Hewitt coming back with an all-new call that is going to be blowing people away on some of the big shifts in our timelines on the planet. So just note, it's going to be a big Tuesday. And Monday, I'll share, we have Rain Goldrich, who, if you want to talk about intense and powerful and helping us, she is here today, Monday, live. So she's going to be helping us with a lot of that energy, with some really, really big gifts and help. Now, Wednesday, we're going to be moving into another energy that's going to be very interesting. It may be a time to actually take a risk, to go for an adventure, to discover something new. And that's because the energies are again, shifting. I said, remember, there's going to be 3 or 4 big shifts. Well, we're going to be doing some reconnective healing work with Dr. Eric Pearl, and many of you are familiar with him. We're going to be guiding you into a place of discovery and also healing on the 7th of June. That's Wednesday. So it's all going to be perfectly timed for where we're at this week. Now, as we move into Friday, it's going to be very interesting. We're going to see some things that we've been working on move into conclusion. Now, that's the astrological and cosmic energy. We have Jill Renee Feeler, who's actually going to help us on Thursday, and I think it's going to all play perfectly in because she's going to help us go into the truth of our own light. Now, Friday's energies are going to be moving into this weekend where a full moon is coming in. And what the full moon usually does energetically for us, it opens up a little more space of optimism, openness to the future, things working in our favor, plugging into a little more goodness or our own godness, and that's going to be how we're going to end the week and move into the weekend. So it's a big week with Rand Goldrich today helping us through some of these Scorpio energies and the intense feelings. She's an intense being of light. We're going to help us to transcend the heavy trauma and feelings that we've been carrying around, which is beautiful. Why? Because Tuesday we move into the Venus energy of love, light, possibility. And who do we have? Jared Hewitt live coming back. Dr. Eric Pearl is going to help us on Wednesday to actually reconnect to our original state of balance. And then Jill Renee Feeler is going to go behind the mirrors into our truth as we move into the weekend and a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And again, this is a conclusion energy. So it's a big week at UWealth Revolution. The main thing I would say to everybody here today is plug into what you're feeling. Remember, today, Monday, you're going to feel a little bit of restlessness, intensity, a little bit of practical work may need to be done. So if you've been feeling an urge or an impulse to do something, change a routine, make a phone call, send a text, forgive somebody, go deeper into a program or work, whatever it is, maybe go deeper into your own practice, do it. Just follow your gut because you're going to clear the way for Tuesday where we're going to feel a lot of love and openness and really help us to be rewarded for that new thing or that step off the beaten path that we did on Monday. And as you go through, you'll get more information on everything happening during the week. The other thing I want to share is as we move into the summer with a lot of these energies being very intense and polar, it's a really big time to share this work with people. I say this again and again, and as we look at things going on in the world, in the UK, there was an event, a tragedy again this weekend. I believe a lot of this polar energy, there are people on the planet that are plugging in to frequencies and energies that are not in their highest truth. And regardless of what side of the fence or world you sit on, we know that when we're not in balance, we can harbor polarity, and oftentimes this can be harmful to everyone on the planet. I believe that as we connect into our truth, these viewpoints and ideologies that could be harmful for other people, that harm people, the viewpoint that I need to go out and do something that is not in my highest love and light because it's the only way that I know. I believe that we can shift the planet into more peace, love, and light, but we've got to understand where these energies are and where they play. So I'd ask today, in light of just loving the planet more and everything that we know tends to be moving into this intense summer period, that you share this with people. There's Facebook sharing on the page you're listening in. If you're on YouTube listening to it, share it with the world. We can change the world. We are changing the world into more love and light. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being in my life. Also, I'll share, if you're listening in, we've got a live stream special with Jared Hewitt today, Monday, that you're going to be seeing on Facebook. So I will be posting a link to that if you're listening in on YouTube, but also if you're on the email that you got from, go to the top of the email, you'll see the special live stream information there. Much love. It's with Jared Hewitt today, Monday, and then we've got Jared live on UWealth Revolution tomorrow, Tuesday. It's going to be a big day and a big week. Much love, and thank you again for being in my life.